stories. Our first one we have is Dead Girl by Paul Inman. Some love stories don't end, they rise from the grave. Dead Girl is a dark, haunting journey into obsession, desire, and a twisted romance that defies death itself. Where Nothing Remains by Hollow. The flame calls to all souls, and all souls must answer. Traveling through the fog that twists and brings forth memories, some who wander the hidden paths are lost, and some can find their way. The Mothman Seeker by Caversby. A podcaster goes monster hunting. The Scraping by D.L. Tillery. Something is scraping in the dark, growing louder with every night, and only Courtney can hear it. When the noise reaches its climax, the real horror begins. Final Curtain Call by Paige Penrose. Vincent's stardom is soon to be snuffed when a devilish gentleman comes to collect on his end of the bargain. Thriller Horror Stories. He Wants to Kill Me by Brock Cooper. When a domestic disturbance turns supernatural, a veteran cop faces a vengeful specter and a mother's ruinous confession, ending in a single devastating act. Shards of Silence by Courtney Harding. Told through the eyes of a porcelain doll, Lulu watches a little girl suffer beneath a cruel stepmother and a father's silence. When the final crack splits her hollow shell, something within her stirs, no longer willing to stay still and watch. The Search by M. Irene. Ruby tried to get Melissa to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. Now the two friends are stuck in the woods searching for Ruby's missing necklace, while detectives hunt for a serial killer in the area. But dead bodies aren't the only secrets buried in these woods, and one misstep could lead to disaster. Dark Fantasy. A Treaty of Bread and Punch by Devin Gambrell. When little Ruby joins her grandmother in the kitchen for a night of baking, she discovers that the family recipe calls for more than sugar and spice. It demands blood, secrets, and the true cost of vengeance. The Diva by Alida Brown. Cole Blackburn has made a living in the shadows, draining stolen passion to feel a cruel master. Until his next target, the mesmerizing diva Elena Luth, forces him to face what's left of his humanity. In a night of music and quiet violence, his duty and his conscience collide, and someone's song will end. Genre Mashup Stories. Beneath a crumbling seaside church, a priest performs a ritual meant to prove his faith and awakens something that remembers him all too well. Sirens Awakened by Maya Indigo Blackhorn. A sea captain and his men all learn the old tale is true when they become marooned on an island they thought was uninhabited, only discover the old tale is real. Buoy OS by Vamika D. After the passing of their grandparents, Fleur and her sick brother Renee move into an inherited cabin in a swamp. Within the swamp, the duo's lives become intertwined with the legend of Buoy OS. Old Blood by Engi. An elvish anthropologist is called by fate to a land built atop a sacred site of his people, and he seeks to uncover the history that led to this strange calling. Sadly for him, the best traps are the most alluring. Wonderland by Susan McGregor. Wonderland tells a story about a ballerina, Sarah Macklin, who falls into Undead Wonderland, where she encounters Wonderland monsters in order to get her prize and her head home back to Forest. Clonic by J. Rohr. In a city that couldn't get worse, a weary, hard-boiled detective investigates the brutal murder of a child. Though it seems destined for the cold case spin, the vile crime will reveal a supernatural side to an already sinister metropolis. Caperucita by Nil. On the endless desert border where legends walk and the compass spins wild, a lost traveler meets a writer who offers a story and a choice that will decide which side of the boundary they belong to.